Alright guys, welcome to the video. Today's video, we are back on top of the garage. I apologize because this is not the next video that I wanted to bring you guys. As you guys know, I did go back to Lynchburg to actually move out of my apartment to a new place. I still have 1 year left of college, and I was gonna try and film some more content. Basically, I was gonna film some pulls on the 87 gas mileage tune, just to give you guys an idea what that like. Also, see how the tires stick, and unfortunately, with my timing, it happened to be one of the hottest years, or hottest weekend in the year. Street C7 talked about it in his video. The Northeast was feeling like 110 degrees. Here in DC, it felt like 104. And then in Lynchburg, the actual temperature was like 99. And if you guys know anything about the Lynchburg area or mountain terrains, of course, when it gets hot like that, generally it turns into rain, and my goodness, it was one of the worst rainstorms I've ever felt. So not only did I have to move in hot weather, it freaking downpoured, guys. Like, imagine a very bad thunderstorm and then multiply that times 2. Like, I've seen some really bad stuff being in Charlotte and other places, but this thunderstorm was really bad, guys. But with all that being said, I did not get a chance to actually film, guys. It rained, and I was just like, you know, it's not a good opportunity to fill the car with those high heats. My cold air intake was actually doing a pretty good job. Not too many people asked me about that, but just in case any of you guys are wondering, the cold air, once I got to Lynchburg, it was about 99 degrees temperature-wise, and the cold air intake, my inlet air temperatures were actually around 114, and that was with me sitting and stopping the car for a couple of times. I actually let the car sit for about 20 to 30 minutes, still in the sun, and the inlet air temperature, sorry, were actually still at 114. So I was really surprised, guys, that the car wasn't heat soaking as bad as what I thought. You know, maybe that was just a really good day, or maybe it just needed to sit longer. It did not sit in the shade or anything like that, so that was very surprising. Like I said, colder intake did do its job. So but basically, guys, like I said, I really didn't get to film. It wasn't a good opportunity. The car was hot. You know, I still want to do cooler temperatures. Right now, it's around 87 degrees, and the humidity, guys, that's really what it was last week. The humidity was so bad. I know a lot of you guys, like Street Speed was talking about, in Texas, you know, 118, that's not a big deal, guys. The humidity was ridiculous here last weekend. But basically, it really wasn't the best opportunity. As far as the tires go themselves, since I did drive 3 hours on the tires, guys, it's one of those things you don't realize that you need new tires, or not that you need new tires, but you don't realize how bad the tires that you've had in your car are until you get new tires. Because the actual driving on the street and on the road noise is so much lower. And I'm not trying to knock on the stock tires, they're not bad at all. And obviously, once you put some wear on any tire, it's going to change. But just having a brand new set of tires, the tire smell that is still strong in the car, even like 3 weeks later, putting a couple of miles on it, the tire smell is still there. I actually kind of like the smell. It just smells like fresh and clean, and you can tell that there's new rubber on the wheels. But the tires are a lot smoother. The ride just feels smoother overall. It's quieter. And I got in the car, I was like, wow, this is ridiculous. And it kind of reminded me of when I first got the car. But you know, as like I said, as tires wear and you just kind of forget, and they do get a little bit noisier. Like I said, the stock tires weren't bad. I'm not trying to knock those too much. But that's basically why I have not been able to make the videos that I wanted to make, guys. Like I said, I'm back in DC. Have about 2 weeks left with my internship here. And then we'll be back home in Lynchburg, and then I have band camp. So we will be ramping back up, or when I say we, I will be ramping back up with a busy schedule, but hopefully I'll still be able to crank out some content for you guys, more stuff on the car. Now, what this video is about, as you guys can probably tell by the title, I have a paint issue on the vehicle. Not happy about this at all, because you know what that means. I have to take it to a dealer, and my experience with dealerships in the past is middle of the realm. Some people have a lot worse than mine. But to go ahead and show you guys the issue that we are having, and a lot of you guys probably have seen this on the forums or anything like that. Let's see if I can get a good shot of it for you guys. Basically, my paint is bubbling up. The more heat that your car is exposed to, basically these bubbles can get bigger and cause damage to your paint. Now, as you guys know, I did make a video about November of 2018, I believe. My car, my warranty expired. Now, what I do understand, what I've seen from some people, that the paint, this type of defect with the bubbles and whatnot, that is actually covered under a 5-year warranty. Some people said they've gotten different different stuff from different dealers, so they said it's really up to the dealer if they want to cover it or not. I'm hoping, guys, that Lynchburg Ford, or Apple Ford, sorry, that's their name, that they're actually willing to cover that, guys, because like I said, that's really not a fun issue, because from what I understand, the more heat my car gets, the heat's basically gonna cause a bigger bubble, and what happens is once that bubble kind of pops or whatever, it just basically exposes the hood to rust and stuff like that. So what some people have done, they've ended up getting basically either new hoods from Ford or just repainted hoods. I'm pretty sure they just gave you a new hood. It would be awesome if they gave me a new hood and I could just ask, hey, you know, since you guys are ordering a new hood, how much extra is it to get a GT hood, and can I pay the difference? GT hood, you know, not a major difference. Now, if I got the 2016 hood, that would be cool. From what I understand, or from what I can remember, the 2016 hood actually has the turn signals in there. So if I could wire that in, that would be very cool to have in a car. Just having those little turn signals, it's not really the biggest deal. I have driven 2016 Mustang GTs that have that. Doesn't make a world of difference, no, but it is just kind of cool to say that you have that. But even if I just got the regular GT hood, I would be very excited about that. So that is something that I am gonna look into. Honestly, guys, I just want to get the whole thing fixed in general. Even if they just give me another 2016 Mustang V6 hood, I'm fine with that. I just want that to be covered under warranty. And we'll figure out what goes with that. If you guys have any recommendations as far as what I should do, or if you've heard of anyone dealing with this issue, please guys, let me know. I think I've seen some people, like I just talked about, they've been able to get it done, but it just really varies. So I'm trying to figure out how I should approach this with the dealership, and what Ford will exactly tell me. But another thing that we're going to talk about in this video, besides the paint, like I said, definitely give me some opinions about that. Guys, I saw a fake, oh man, I saw a fake GT500 Super Snake. Now, from what I understand, and some of you guys can correct me, the GT500, so that guy Marin has one, and Street Speed just got his. He has a 2011 or 2012, I can't remember, and that guy Marin has a 2013 or 2014. And basically the differences with that is 664 horsepower, I believe, and 550. Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure those numbers are around that. But basically, guys, I saw a fake GT500 Super Snake. So with the Super Snake, you have the regular GT500s like I just described, and then once you buy your GT500, you can ship it off to Shelby, and they will basically add on some add-ons. And I actually had the opportunity to make a video of these way back when I started first doing car reviews with a dealership down in North Carolina, and the car was ridiculously fast. I believe it had around 700 horsepower at the crank. And it was an absolute monster. But I saw this, and I'm not gonna lie, guys, when I first saw it, I was like, wow, that's really a GT500. And then when I got closer, I started looking at small stuff like the wheels, and I said, hold on, that's a V6 Mustang wheels, just plastic dipped. And the wheels were plastic dipped. It looked awful, guys. The wheels were plastic dipped. They had like red lug nuts. And from the back, I will say, whoever the owner of this car is, if you're watching this, one, don't badge your car up like that, man. Like, yeah, it kind of looked cool. Like, I will say the back of it, you really did have the look down, especially for a person who loves Mustangs like me. I just kind of, at a quick glance, I'd say you fooled me. But man, like, it's not cool. Like, people work really hard to get up to that level of Mustang, and for you just to throw the badges on and act like you have that, it's not cool. He even had the front hood. You know, that was pretty funny. But the whole back of the car, and then the front of the car and the side of the car, you know, if you look at it real fast, I fooled myself, like I said. And I started taking pictures of it, and I was like, hold up, this does not seem right. Like I said, I looked at the wheels and tires and the front of the car, and I looked through the little hood scoop and saw the V6 engine. Nothing wrong with the V6, guys, but don't badge that thing up to look like a Shelby, especially because then if you get on the highway and someone wants to race you, you're gonna get destroyed, guys. Like, you're gonna make the Mustang community look bad, because one, either you don't want to race, or two, if you do try and race, even if your car is pro charged, you're still gonna get smashed. Like, if you get a 700, 800 horsepower Camaro or Challenger pull up to you, they're gonna think that you have the power to give them a good race, and you're gonna get smashed, because you know you only have, at best case, with a pro charged V6, you know, 500 wheel horsepower, and that's like best case, guys. But like I said, I just thought that was funny. Seen some crazy stuff in DC, all types of stuff. crazy stuff, not car related, crazy stuff that is car related. Seen a bunch of fights. Actually saw a guy got arrested today in McDonald's. That's not related to this video at all, but just thought I'd mention that. But other than that, guys, that's really all I have for today's video. Please give me your comments on what I should do about the paint issue, or just how I should approach this, or if you guys have a solution to this. I really don't want to have to deal with this out of pocket, but you know, we will figure out what the dealership says I should do. Other than that, guys, I will catch you guys in another video.